Don't forget the doc. Several network participants recently called into Dr. Rick Wright's Old School Sundays radio show. Check this out.
Keep the funk alive. What about it, Donald?
Hey, got to keep the funk alive, Rick. How you doing it, man?
Hey, man, things are kicking, man, but every time you call, another superstar brother of R&B has died or something, man. You called the last time, and my man from the Moments, man, found love on a two-way street, man.
Yeah,
Ray Goodman and Brown. Yeah. Al Goodman is gone, man. And let me just shut up and let you give me some more news here, man. It's the Black Lights. Syracuse's R&B band just showed up.
I heard that Al Goodman had quite a send-off, or homegoing as they call them now, at the Bergen Pack Theater out in New Jersey last Monday. So the folks came out from far and wide to honor Al. But another one today, Rick, and a lot of people would consider this man to be a one-shot wonder, but he really had much more of an impact on music than we know. His name was Mr. Bobby Hebb.
Oh, yeah.
And you know the song I'm talking
Sonny,
about, Rick.
Man. Sonny
became
yesterday.
Such a hit, a crossover hit, too. A lot of artists recorded that hit. And he died this week. He was 72 years old, actually a native of Nashville, Tennessee. And he also wrote, by the way, Lou Rawls had a big pop hit around 1971 called Natural Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bobby wrote that. But he goes way back. You know, he was also one of the first black artists to perform in the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, man.
Going back to the early 1950s.
Nashville, Tennessee, WSM Radio, a brother?
Absolutely. I think he predates, what's the country western brother's name? I think
Charlie
that predates
Pride.
his performance. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So there you go. And he moved to Chicago in 1954, and he was part of that great Chess Records stable, along with Little Walter and the Moonglows, and did some stuff for Bo Diddley. He wrote Diddley's Daddy and She's Fine, She's Mine, all out of the Chess Checker label. And then in the mid-1960s, you remember a group called Mickey and Sylvia?
Oh, yeah.
Sylvia Robinson, who went on to become a record mogul.
Love is Strange, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
he
Mickey and
replaced the
Sylvia.
original Mickey.
Oh.
And yeah, Mickey left to go to live in Paris, France. You know, how you going to keep him down on the farm once they've seen Paris, Rick? So he liked that good living.
Yes, indeed,
he went
man.
to Paris, France.
Once you've seen Rome, you don't want to go back home, and especially if Rome is home, everything is good, though. That's what you say in radio a long time ago, Donald.
Yeah, so
New York
that's
City.
Bobby Hebb. I said a lot more to him than folks know, but he's left us. And left quite a legacy. And then there's some more folks. Everybody's heard of Gregory Hines and Maurice Hines, and then Gregory left us a while ago. Originally, Rick, folks of our age will remember the group called Hines, Hines, and Dad. When the three of them would come out and be tap dancers, you'd see them on those shows, Ed Sullivan and Johnny Carson and all those shows back in the day. And Dad died. He was 88 years old. Maurice Hines Sr., who was a drummer and played for many, many nightclub acts around the country, actually even around the world. And as you know, both his sons, Maurice and Gregory, performed professionally for many, many years. Gregory went on to be quite a movie actor as well.
Gregory.
And Maurice still does stage work and also teaches dance to young people. So it was quite an impact he made for people who remember times back in the 50s and 60s when very, very few blacks had access to mainstream show business. He was out there, Maurice Sr. and his two sons. And really did some outstanding work. And he's a fellow Tar Heel, Rick. He was born in North Carolina.
Oh.
And he came up here and later danced at the old Cotton Club in Harlem.
Man, I'm telling you, man, North Carolina's got some connection when it comes down to R&B, man.
I'm telling you, I'm glad my roots were there. Absolutely.
Oh, yes, same here, Donald Singletary. Elizabeth City, North Carolina, man, right down from Norfolk, Virginia. And as used to say, my hometown, Elizabeth City, North Carolina, on the banks of the Pasquotank, where the bullfrogs jump from bank to bank, man. And, man, all that moonshine and all them clubs, man, all them African-American clubs back in the woods, man. Big-time parties. I'm telling you, man. I never forget Jimmy. You remember Jimmy Reed?
Oh, yeah.
The great blues singer Jimmy Reed, man.
I do.
Yeah, Jimmy Reed was doing a show, man, in the Elks Club in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. And my late mother, Miss Lily Mae Wright, man, a bunch of her girlfriends were promoting the show. And Jimmy Reed, the place was packed. They couldn't find Jimmy Reed, man. So some lady said, hey, I know where Jimmy Reed is, man. Jimmy Reed was laid up on Boston Avenue in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, drunk, man, drinking that moonshine. But baby, they got him up on stage, man, and Jimmy Reed said, honest, I do. Don't you know that I love you? Honest, I do. Oh, man, there's a lot of incredible stories in the world of R&B, man, and music, man.
You know another group out of North Carolina, the Modulations. Had a lot of hits back in the 70s.
The Modulations, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you brought up another group that I worked with, man, at a club called the Goodwill Club in Durham, North Carolina, man. This is all back in the 1960s, man.
Wow.
Oh, Donald, you always come through with a big one, man. Always come through with something big time, man.
Well, listen, I'll be checking the next week. You know, we're in the middle of what used to be called, when it started, Harlem Week. Now it's actually a month-long celebration, and the big day will be next Sunday. So I may even get you a live remote from there, because if you go to 135th Street and Lenox Avenue, actually from 5th Avenue all the way to 8th Avenue to where the park is, you'll see nothing but exhibits. You'll see antique cars, vendors of all types, readings, music. Kiss FM with Bob Slade, they're going to be out there doing news and talk and letting people speak their mind about issues. It'll just be a wonderful, wonderful day.
Well, Donald Singletary, Professor Donald Singletary, the world's greatest public relations executive, got his own big PR company in New York City, also professor at New York University. We love you, Donald.
All right, Rick, always good to shout out to Syracuse, all my buddies out there. So, Rick, I'll be howling at you next week.
Hey, I saw your buddy Dr. Bruce Hare.
Oh, how was Dr. Hare?
At the Jazz in the City show. It was at Duncan Bright, man, with the black lights this past Thursday, man. The place was packed. And as I was walking around, that was your buddy, Dr. Bruce Hare.
All right.
So I'm going to bring that up.
Hare, and shout out to my other buddy, Dr. Dennis Kinsey.
All righty. Okay, Donald. Take care of New York City, man. I'll check with you later.
Okay, buddy. Take care.
All righty. Donald Singletary checking in from New York City on the 4 o'clock Funk Hour.
All right, so get to all the Syracuse University alums throughout the world. Checking out Dr. Rick Wright, Power 106.9 Old School Sunday. On a big bad Sunday afternoon, Dr. Rick Wright live and well in Syracuse here at Power 106.9 Radio. Do it.
The network reminds you that you too may call in to Dr. Rick Wright on Sundays between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check in with the doc at area code 315-428-1069. Don't forget the doc.